Kids had so much energy. It was a good atmosphere for sure.
What's it like to be here? Just a draft pick of the Boston Celtics.
I mean, it's amazing, to be like we're only taking the draft. For them to trust that with me, that means a lot, and it says a lot because I'm going to an organization that loves winning and I love winning, so it means the world to me.
It's safe to say this is a Boston welcome. How have you enjoyed the city so far?
I've loved it. I can feel the winning atmosphere all around the city. Like the love for the Celtics is crazy.
I don't know if this is going to be a weird question. I don't know if you play 2K. Does this feel like a my career to you right now?
It definitely does. I feel like I'm hitting a step in that for sure.
What your coach said you're a violent defender. When describing you, what does he mean by that?
I'm one of those guys who's going to defend, the 1 through 4 relentlessly. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that stop. That's going to give us an advantage of the team, and that's what my game is around. That's the foundation for my game, and that's why he said that. I take so much pride in that part of the game.
I'm sure you've heard all the words, all the critiques behind your game. What goes into this summer? What goes into this offseason to prepare for the league?
It's just a lot of work. Now that I have the opportunity to work with guys like Tatum and Brown and Al, to be able to have that, those people who have that experience, who can teach me and give me, hints of wisdom so I can better my game, that means the world. And I have a whole summer to work with them and prepare for the season. So that's the most important thing. I'm taking all the advice I can to be able to hopefully be able to achieve what they've achieved.
Have you talked to Brad about what your plan is so far for the summer, for the season?
It's just a lot of working out, a lot of works. Obviously, we have summer league coming up, so I'll be playing summer league. But it's just consistent work at things that I need to get better in my game.
What were those 2 workouts like with Boston? Brad was saying that shot went on those. What was it like in those?
It was amazing. It was great. I got to be in the atmosphere of a Boston workout and feel what it feels like to be in a winning culture's workout in their gym. And you could feel it in everything we did. Even when we're just doing ball handling drills, stretching, it's always loud. People are screaming. People are always cheering you on. To be able to feel that and be in that, it means a lot, and it's special. And I'm glad that Boston was the place I chose.
And what was that draft night like for you? Were you kind of expecting Boston to have interest in you? And I saw you with family and friends and such. What was that night like for you?
It was amazing. It was a dream come true. Obviously, to hear your name called, it means the world to a guy like me who's been dreaming of that. I'm glad. I'm super happy that I was in Boston. I'm glad that they entrusted me with their pick, and I'm just happy that I'm here.
Jordan, how much pride do you take in your defense?
Oh, tremendous pride, because that's what's going to get me on the floor now, and that's what my game is. That's the foundation of my game, and that's what everything else stems out of. So to be able to harp on that's not something like scoring the ball. To be able to harp on defense, which is just energy and effort, I feel like that's really important.
Can you just imagine what it's going to be like to check into your first NBA game?
I imagine it's going to be something crazy, because I heard in college Arkansas fans are crazy, but I heard Celtics fans are crazier. So I'm excited for it for sure.
Your family was certainly loud when you got drafted.
Yeah.
How excited are they?
Yeah. They were just as excited, if not more, than I was. You heard the video. The dude was screaming in the background. He was super excited. I'm even more excited, but they've definitely been along the journey for me. So for them, it's a dream come true as well.
Who's that over there waiting?
Well, that's my mom right here. Whenever you see me dunk a ball in a game, she'll be dunking with me. So that's her. If you ever see her face.
Jordan, Brad said that he got the vibe that you wanted to come back for a second workout here. Why was that the case that he's right on that read?
Because I know what type of organization Boston is. I know that being able to be with guys like Tatum and Brown, who can give me wisdom and in a winning environment, who have been to the playoffs so many times, an organization that has so many championships, to be in that environment, to grow in a place like that as your first place, so they set the foundation for your career. I feel like that's the most important part, is that foundation, and Boston has a great foundation for that.
Jordan, can you imagine as a kid being in here, being able to see a Boston Celtic and having a brand new court like that? I know as a kid I'd love to play in a court like that.
Yeah, it means the most, because growing up we was outside on the court. I know some people say we're too young to be outside, but I was outside playing on elementary school courts, and so for these kids to have something like this, where they have all this access to that the Boston Celtics are backing, that means a lot, and it would mean a lot to me if I was a kid. So I know it means a lot to them.
What's it like to interact with them?
It was great. They gave me energy the whole time. They were showing love. They were asking for pictures. So it was great to be able to talk to them and hang out with them for the day.
What would your message be to them?
I would say, just keep working, because, at the end of the day, if I made it here, I know they can too. So that was my message to them, if I can do it, you can too, why not? So be that guy, be that one guy from your city, be that one guy from your state, whatever it is, that makes it. And if you keep working, it's possible.
Jordan, what was draft night like beyond, like, did you have a sense from the Celtics that they're gonna pick you? Who actually called you to let you know? Did you know, like, before your name was called on TV? What was that experience like?
So for me, it was kind of just like I was just sitting there watching the draft, waiting. And eventually, I did get picked. I had no clue. I got picked. Brad called me on the phone. I talked to him, I talked to Coach Missoula, and they welcomed me to the organization, and it was, from there it's history.
How did you spend the rest of that night?
With my family, just enjoying it, just enjoying the atmosphere, enjoying, realizing that our dream came true. That not just my family dream came true.
You mentioned playing with like Jason, Jalen, those guys from up here. I'm sure you've watched them over the years. What do you feel like you can learn from them and kind of grow beyond playing alongside them?
I feel like just like the mentality of winning and that culture of winning, because obviously they've been in countless playoffs, countless championships. To be able to learn from them and take from them, what they've gotten and learned over the years, that would be all that I need to be successful for the Celtics.
What can Bostonians expect from Jordan Walsh? What are Bostonians getting with you in Boston?
A guy, like you said, who harps on defense, who plays super hard, who's tough, who's going to be consistent in that aspect of the game. Who's going to do the simple things that help winning that maybe other people may overlook. Diving on the floor. Like I heard that Boston likes people who dive on the floor more than people who dunk the ball. So that guy's going to be me. I'll still do a little dunking, but that guy will be me. And I'm just the guy who wants to do whatever it takes to win.
A lot of rookies get to the league and they're physical defenders and they foul out immediately. But you seem to be really good at kind of getting your hands in there, getting them out. So how do you feel like that style will work well in the NBA?
I feel like being able, the best ability is being available, is availability. And so to be available in a game where a coach needs you, and they know that they have that trust where you're not going to just foul out and you're not going to let the team down. Like to be able to actually be in there and guard and stay in the game, that's an important factor for sure. So I'm going to master that, so I won't have to come out of it.
Brad also said he saw your improvement from the first time he saw it, the second time when you were shot. How important is that to you?
It's very important because obviously, playing with guys like Tatum and Brown, you have to be able to open up the floor for them because they drive so much attention. They get so much attention that they need to be able to make that extra pass and have a guy make that shot. So that's really important for when you play with superstars like that.
Jordan, have you talked to any of the players on the team yet? How are those conversations going?
So I talked to Al Horford once. We just texted and I was like, hey, coming to the city, I'm glad to be here. I'm ready to work. Just hopefully I can, be under your wing and you can show me the ropes.
What kind of advice have you gotten from guys who played in the league? I know you're close with Charlie, whoever else it might be that's played in the league. What have they told you?
So obviously my agent, Ron Sessions, he played in the league. And, the biggest thing he's been telling me is for him, he worked so hard throughout his whole career that now it's like he looks back and he's proud of what he did. And that's how I want to be, I want to have worked so hard that when I'm done, I can look back and have no regrets that, I did give him all. I tried the best I can. And that's what I want to do, just constant working and giving it the best I can every day.
And what are the specific areas you do want to improve on going into this year, even on the offense in particular?
Particularly on offense, like I said, I want to be able to open the floor for guys like Tatum and Brown. Just being able to make that shot when they need it and they know that they pass it to me and I'm open, I'm going to shoot it and it's going to go in. For them to have that confidence and trust in me, that's what I want to earn.
Jordan, what have the last couple of days been like? When did you get here? Has it sunk in that you're a Celtic yet?
Yeah, so I got here last night, and it's starting to sink in. This helps for sure, and the kids out here, definitely welcome me to the Celtics. So it's been fun. I love the city so far. I love the food that I've eaten. I love the people. I love the facilities. I've fallen in love with Boston, and I haven't even been here 24 hours.
You know what number you're going to wear?
I'll be wearing number 27.
There's one person responsible for getting into the NBA. What has she meant to you?
Obviously, Mom. Obviously, she's been there every step of the way. She made sacrifices so that I could be here. So obviously, I want to thank her. But she's solely responsible. Her and the rest of my family are responsible.
Have you
Final few questions.
Traded in the red for the green?
I did. I just got my first Boston jersey today. I already got it. I already know where I'm gonna hang it up at. I already know what it's gonna look like in my little room. So.
Have you put it on yet? Is it like on the first day of school you put on your outfit before the?
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to put it on yet. But it's gonna go on after this, trust.
What's the next week or so look like for you as you guys move into summer league?
It's just preparing, to get to know those guys, and to build a routine of work and a culture of work with that team. and to let them know that like we're not just going out here to play, like we're going out here to win games, and that's the most important thing.
Are you staying around here, or are you going home and then coming back?
I'll be here. I'll be here to the end of summer league.
Last question.
Jordan, what do you know about Celtics history? You know, did you look up the banners? Just, you know, what do you know so far?
I mean, I know a lot. Just today, I took a picture in front of the banners. Like that's you know, that's special. You know, to have that accomplishment of being, you know, the best team in NBA history. Like that's nothing that you should be taken lightly. I mean, that's years of development, years of love, years of trust from not just the players, but from the fans. For them to, you know, come and support every game, like that means so much, and for them, because they're a big part of what Boston has accomplished, and now I just hope that I can be a part of it too.
Thank you.
Thank you.